Hello to everyone. This is Viewpoint on Noyan Tapan TV, and I am Benyamin Poghosyan. In this episode, we will discuss the perspectives of the signature of peace treaty between Armenia and Azerbaijan, its implications on Nagorno-Karabakh, and also on overall Armenia-Azerbaijan relations. Since the last Azerbaijani aggression against Armenia, which took place on September 13 and September 14, we saw the growing diplomatic activity around Armenia-Azerbaijan relations. Prime Minister Pashinyan made visits to New York and then France, met with President of France Macron. Secretary of Security Council spent entire week in Washington, meeting with top foreign policy aide to President Aliyev, Hikmet Hajiyev, in the White House, and also paying a surprise visit to Central Intelligence Agency headquarters. Also, we see some statements from Russia, Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, and also the spokeswoman of Foreign Ministry Maria Zakharova. All this send a message or create a perception that something is going to happen between Armenia and Azerbaijan, and also there were other indications about that. On September 26, the first president of Armenia, Levon Ter-Petrosyan, gave an interview to public TV when he clearly stated that Armenia faces a capitulation, or a document which he calls capitulation, but also he added that this was the best option for Armenia. So, according to Levon Ter-Petrosyan, Armenia has several options. The best option is to sign capitulation, and worse options, maybe even worse than capitulation. And then, on September 30, Prime Minister Pashinyan gave interview also to public TV, when he stated that very soon Armenian and Azerbaijani foreign ministers will start to work in details on the future peace agreement. And during all these 16 days after recent Azerbaijani aggression, there were a lot of discussions. Should Armenia sign peace treaty or not? The interesting thing is, no one knows what this peace treaty is about. Even Levon Ter-Petrosyan stated that he has very few information about what's going on and about the real discussions behind the closed doors. However, he said that he believes that this peace agreement equals to capitulation, but Armenia should sign that capitulation, otherwise will face even worse implications. Nikol Pashinyan, during his September 30 interview, gave some indications what this treaty may like. And first of all, he stated that there is an idea that there should be no mention of Nagorno-Karabakh in this peace treaty, which means that Nagorno-Karabakh issue will be separated from Armenia-Azerbaijan relations. And then he stated that it's up to elected representatives of Nagorno-Karabakh to push forward the Nagorno-Karabakh issue and to start negotiations with Azerbaijan. So, at least now, after Prime Minister's interview, we may say that Azerbaijan, launching its recent aggression against Armenia on September 13 and 14, sent a clear message to Armenia. Either you are accepting my demands, at least on Nagorno-Karabakh, and sign peace treaty without any mention of Nagorno-Karabakh, or you will face more attacks and more loss of territory. But let's understand, what does it mean if Armenia and Azerbaijan sign peace treaty with zero mention about Nagorno-Karabakh? It simply means that Armenia accepts that there is no Nagorno-Karabakh as territorial administrative unit, even as a part of Azerbaijan, even as an autonomy within Azerbaijan. It means that Armenia accepts Azerbaijani position that there is no Nagorno-Karabakh. There is no Nagorno-Karabakh as a territorial administrative unit, and Armenia hopes that Azerbaijan will have negotiations with elected representatives of Nagorno-Karabakh. But let us be frank. If Azerbaijan rejects any possibility to discuss the future of Nagorno-Karabakh, or even the existence of Nagorno-Karabakh, with Armenia or with any other international actor like France, United States, EU, or even Russia, then why anyone may think that Azerbaijan will discuss the future of Nagorno-Karabakh with elected representatives of the people of Nagorno-Karabakh. Definitely Azerbaijan will reject this, and after the signature of peace treaty, Azerbaijan will say, okay, now not only I am telling that there is no Nagorno-Karabakh after 2020 war, now Armenia also agrees that there is no Nagorno-Karabakh. Of course, Azerbaijan will say that yes, we have ethnic Armenians living in Azerbaijan, but it has nothing to do with the concept of Nagorno-Karabakh. It has nothing to do with the concept of any territorial administrative unit called Nagorno-Karabakh. It simply means that yes, there are ethnic Armenians Azerbaijani citizens who live in the territory of Azerbaijan. And yes, Azerbaijan is ready to discuss, probably even with these ethnic Armenians in Azerbaijan, how it's going to secure the rights of ethnic Armenians, of Azerbaijani citizens of Armenian origins living in Nagorno-Karabakh. Nothing more. Azerbaijan will never discuss anything with the so-called representatives of Nagorno-Karabakh Republic or Nagorno-Karabakh authorities, because again, Azerbaijan argues that there is no Nagorno-Karabakh, and when peace treaty is signed between Armenia and Azerbaijan with no mention of Nagorno-Karabakh, it means that Armenia also agrees that there is no Nagorno-Karabakh as a territorial administrative unit, and which means that Armenia abandons its demand even for autonomy for Nagorno-Karabakh. So let's understand what rights of Armenians or ethnic Armenians living in Azerbaijan, Azerbaijani citizens with Armenian origins, can be guaranteed in Azerbaijan without any even autonomy, without any administrative territorial unit. First of all, what does it mean? It means that no Armenian in Azerbaijan can hold Armenian passport, or at least only Armenian passport. They all should also receive Azerbaijani passports to become Azerbaijani citizens. It means that if there is no Nagorno-Karabakh, even as an autonomy or as an administrative territorial unit, it means that Armenian dram will not circulate sooner or later in Nagorno-Karabakh, and Azerbaijani manat will circulate. So Armenians living in Nagorno-Karabakh will be offered to accept Azerbaijani passports, become Azerbaijani citizens, to start to deal business with Azerbaijani manat, and they will have a choice. If you agree, please, you may live in Nagorno-Karabakh. If not, the way is open, you can go to Armenia or anywhere else. And also, we should understand that after the signature of peace treaty, Azerbaijanis will start to return to the current territories which currently are under the protection of Russian peacekeepers. It means that Azerbaijanis will come to Stepanakert, to Askeran, Martuni, to Martakert, and they will say, okay, give us some apartments, we want to live there, and we are ready to live, theoretically, with Armenians, again, who are holding Azerbaijani passports. And it's very difficult to argue or to imagine that many Armenians in Nagorno-Karabakh, first, will agree to receive Azerbaijani passports. Second, will be ready to live among Azerbaijanis as a simple Azerbaijani citizens with some theoretical rights and protections. Given the 34 years of history of this recent conflict, which erupted in 1988, and also in general the conflict in Nagorno-Karabakh starting from 1918, immediately after the collapse of Russian Empire. So these 104 years of conflict sends clear message that it's very difficult for Armenians to live within Azerbaijan. Even when Nagorno-Karabakh has an autonomy in Soviet Azerbaijan, and itself Soviet Azerbaijan was not an independent state, but everything was governed from Kremlin, there was a very problematic situation for Armenians, and Azerbaijanis did everything to push out Armenians from Nagorno-Karabakh. So let's imagine what will happen with Armenians if there is no autonomy, no administrative territorial unit, and Azerbaijan is fully independent state. So there is no Kremlin, no Moscow to send letters and ask for some support. All this means that if peace agreement signs between Armenia and Azerbaijan with no reference and no mention about Nagorno-Karabakh, sooner or later it will result in absolute majority of Armenians living in Nagorno-Karabakh. Yes, probably several thousand will remain there, who has absolutely no opportunity or no way to live. But this actually will be end of Nagorno-Karabakh. Probably Armenian government believes that if he finds peace treaty with no mention or no reference about Nagorno-Karabakh, then at least Azerbaijan and Turkey will not push forward for the establishment of Zangezur corridor, will not push forward for the additional attacks on Armenia, and Azerbaijan and Turkey will not make additional land grabs from Armenia, like Azerbaijan did in May 2021, November 2021, September 2022. But frankly speaking, it's a hope, but it's very difficult to assess if hope is realistic or no. Even if there will be some guarantees provided some Western countries like US and France, or even by Azerbaijan and Turkey themselves, that okay, abandon Nagorno-Karabakh and will not attack Armenia, will not occupy more Armenian lands, and even we will withdraw from the territories which we took starting from May 2021, it's very difficult to believe that these guarantees will work, or Azerbaijan and Turkey will realize their promises. Because unfortunately, currently we live in a total chaos in the global world order. So no agreement can guarantee anything, not only agreement between Armenia and Azerbaijan, or any agreement between anyone. Because we see that now the world order is in transformation, and it is very difficult to assess when this transformation will end and what will emerge in the space of the unipolar world order, which was established in 1991 and currently which is going away, but with very clear clues what this new post-unipolar world order may like. Thus, even if Armenia accepts Azerbaijani demands, signs peace treaty with Azerbaijan with no reference and no mention about Nagorno-Karabakh, there are no guarantees that only after several months, Azerbaijan and Turkey will not again demand from Armenia's establishment of Zangezur corridor and will not put more military pressure on Armenia, new attacks on Armenia, and new land grabs on Armenia. This is all for today, and we will meet soon.